What's up, Light and Love crew? So you know this is To the Inner Wild. Welcome back to this exclusive gathering. All others, the bullshitters, can leave now. Yeah. I don't need to waste my breath anymore. If you know you're not welcome, you know what is foretold energetically. I was told, I was given a little hint drop since my last message yesterday. Sorry about that. Got a little interruption. I was told that about my reading yesterday, somebody got offended. If not more than one person. But I think I know who got offended. Because they were absolutely rude to me today. And and they say email is impersonal, but it's just, some of that is just bullshit too, you know? So, I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just tired of people walking all over me or thinking that it's okay to just, it's one thing when you put your trust into somebody, legitimately, and then, have someone take advantage of it, or how do you want to word it? It's one thing to put your trust in someone and have it being taken advantage of, but it's another when there's a legitimate rationale and logic to trust in someone, and honor, the intentions, like goodwill, and still be taken advantage of, but I teach many different kinds. People who think they don't need to be taught by me. People who overlook my abilities, especially when it pertains to them on such a personal level. But you know what? They shall learn. They'll come to see that. And, I'm just doing my job by spirit. And I know that holds the greatest wealth of all. So, even if I have to apply for food stamps in the interim, or however long, I have to be grateful that those resources are put in place for that purpose. And it's like, I'm using these cards again because I had a lot of hard things to, just a variety of things. But there was a lot of success. And these are all things that I have never dealt with before. So you gotta take your wins and just be thankful that you're given the practice so that you're not so it's like life insurance. It's a life insurance policy with the spiritual realm, that it ensures that it'll get you through as a turnkey to the next opportunity that that clicks just right for us, and that this is the way it, I'm being told, where it becomes most untouchable, because a lot of people are not willing to do the work, or and And it's not just being told how to, like, how do I say it? You have to figure some of that shit out yourself and work on like that focus and that balance of intuitive guidance so that you're really tapped in. So being that I'm getting as far as I am with so many, like a variety of things overlapping, it's, it ensures it's just for me. Do you understand that? All the things that I'm doing have my personal signature. It's a personal brand that nobody can fuck with. Nobody can siphon that energy. Because you know what? It still comes back. Their intentions to them and my energy back to me. Fully pronounced. Not only do I transmute it, but the divine, my core team, helps reinforce its transmutation. Do you know like how magnificent that is? Like I don't even know what to what to imagine will come from that, but I know that like based on my downloads as is, like I'm getting the word like dumbfounded. People are not like, it's not just jaw dropping. Oh my gosh, it's drawer dropping. Yeah, no, that's what the divine is saying, that it's like you know that 60s motto, I don't know motto that was saying where like I'd love to turn you on, you know. It's being turned on to a certain scene, a certain way of thinking, a certain way of being that's revolutionary, and so much more freeing. Yes, it's not solely about the fight, but the feels of freedom, of liberty, and the engagement of it, like the joy of engagement in that, in those processes, that reminds you that you're alive and, well, you know, alive and kicking. That's what they're saying. So, I thought this was the bottom of the deck, but I don't know. What is it? King of Cups in reverse. You know what that means? That's spirit, like, on the lookout for me. Yeah, I got the chills on my arms for reals. You know how it's like woodwork, fancy woodwork, but it's also like a fingerprint. And that's interesting. Yeah, it's getting the feels for it, like energetically speaking, doing the work, and it also engraving like its own personal imprint on us. So this is like an archival based of the melding of our ancestors to us. Like it's a symbiotic relationship within those fields. That's what they're telling me. Very interesting. Like you're splashing water on your face, like waking up, right? And that's what's happening right there. So it says embodying spirit because, well, at least I know I can speak for myself, embodying spirit's energy because of especially that close proximity. Having that mentorship of close proximity, that intimacy without having to handhold is excellent. You know, that's like the most invested teacher. The person that's got your back. You know? So that's that. Okay, so what's the true bottom of the deck? 10 of Wands in reverse. It's letting go of burdens, the extras, including being extra, you know, matching that Heyoka, like Heyoka energy, like on just like falling almost. Like, like letting the triggers affect you, and I was looking at one of my playlists and it said something about, there was one part where it's like, or maybe was it, no, it was, on my, like one of my stories, and it was pulled from TikTok, and, one of the pointers, on spirituality, this, dude was saying that, it's nobody's responsibility to, like, curb around your triggers. And that's very much true, because, when it comes to healing, there's only one person that can really effectively do that. Even with the involvement of spirit, you have to be able to, like, be willing and be halfway. I mean, meet halfway. And so, like, it's not being riled up over things that would position anyone to be in that likeness. So I wouldn't say it's being unbothered, but there, you can't deny when somebody's shaking you, when there's, like, energetic agitation, but you can decide not to accentuate that. It's almost like, when there's resistance, then there's more injury. Like in a car accident, if you tense up and there's, like, whiplash, there's more of injury involved, at least with the prolonging of it. Whereas if you're not, like, if you're in a relaxed state, and get hit or whatnot, there's more of, like, a ragdoll looseness. So there's what do you want to say about that? Yeah, I don't think I need to over-explain here. Sorry, this angle is a little weird. Anyway, it's okay. So we have spirit here. It was in reversal. Oh, that's weird. I guess I somehow turned it. I don't know, but spirit was on the lookout for us. Okay, so it's like, that means, like, we're, like, right behind them. Whether this is an upright or in reversal, it's knowing that we have a lot of responsibility, so it's just letting go of the extras. That's what I'm getting there. So we'll put that down. Okay, so I think primarily, like, cleaning the slate, we'll focus on that, letting go of the extras. And, like, because when you lay it down side by side, oh, look, Ace of Pentacles. That says a lot. Because, like, hiding behind those, like, that brush, those trees, is that, you see? So when we're looking at this, it's talking about the surrender of the extras to spirit. And you're laying that side by side. It's like you lay it down, like, what are your cards? And you're like, oh, that makes total sense. And, because of that surrender, guess what it reveals? Golden ticket, all access pass. So, when we clean the slate, it's like, dusting off an old book, and you see, like, this ancient map, like treasure map. It's kind of like the Goonies, or even like Jumanji. So it's this new adventure, like, inviting and just, spirit hinting, like our guides hinting us toward that. And it does involve, a personal investment. So what do we want to say about this? Angels of light and love, I welcome you into direction. Protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, and that of my light and love crew. No exception. Okay. What is that? Queen of Swords in reverse, and it opened up again to the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. So, Queen of Swords in reverse is equally manipulative. You see, like, this tongue's... oh my gosh, I'm getting, like, a little bit of a terrorist type of thing here. You see? But it's misusing and abusing information, access points that... and, like, has a, they're careless with their words. they're meant to hurt. And I think some people may think that of me, but again, we're looking at the triggers, right? That they have, and they're just seeing where they're coming from and what they think that they're doing, but they have little to no, like very little knowledge about the investment of a reciprocal relationship, where they don't realize our position, like they're not quite understanding that, you know. And frankly, because they're so offended, I think they care even less too, which is part of their learning, you know. Spirit's involved here, and that's why they're closer to us. So 8 of cups in reverse, it's it's them needing to go out and find themselves, like look at like they're in very toxic, chaotic environments, and that's not to excuse that, but it's to help like understand that we need to back away a little bit and let them digest, you know, whatever we put out on the table. That's up for discussion, because like to constantly combat to constantly interact with combative energy, once you've activated that learning system, it's like a little overload than what most people are used to, especially if you're as forthright as me. Like I did an interview and I was very forthright. It could have likely like got me out of the running in consideration, but I had to be straightforward. Like, I'm not gonna proceed with this type of relationship when I'm seeing like what's setting the tone is setting the table, and if there's red flags, like even like we already talked about this, like going out on interviews, like job interviews or interviewing nannies or whatever, is kind of like speed dating in some sense. Not that I've done that before, but the essence of it. So, you know, it's about giving it that space for just a moment while we do the background work, while we accomplish a few things as well that empower us. And, you know, so this doesn't feel like it's our only fight, you know, or our winnings are dependent on this interaction. Once we, like, what did they call it? It's an investment term. It's like allocating funds in separate places, right? Rather than putting all eggs in one basket. It's that same kind of understanding where diversify, that's what it's saying. When we diversify our ambitions, it's not spreading ourselves thin. Like you'll understand, especially when how do I say it? I think you'll just know. I can't give you all the answers of what they're telling me, because it's like I'm talking to a varied audience. I'm talking to, like, this is a general reading. So having to nitpick on refining the words according to each situation, it holds more value when I get like set up, when I'm able to set up the stage with my guides, with your guides, so that you can also engage in the learning process, because the most rewarding part is also being part of that, like, scavenger hunt, you know. So that's what they're doing, going on a scavenger hunt to they're meant to go on a scavenger hunt and like take peace and like enjoyment in their findings. You know, Ostara is coming, Easter is coming. You know, Easter eggs are everywhere to be found. So, yeah, I think that's what that's saying there. Okay. So, Is there anything else that you want to say? I'm going to put this down over here next to the Ten of Wands. Ooh, look, Three of Swords is in reverse. That's excellent. So once you focus on the work, you start to let go a lot of the heartbreak. And that's what I wanted to say, to emphasize, at least just like a little reference point, a little bit like a realization when like I started like, crying and shit. Like not sobbing, but it's like, man. What do we want to say about that? That every time, like, I compare it to the previous situation, every time I look at like my present circumstance compared to like the past, whether it's immediate or like 5 or 10 years ago or even longer than that, it's always been like I'm better off. Even if I'm a work in progress or things are in progress and things are not looking shiny and like fantastically bold and like it's what do we want to say about that? I'm better off. Like, this is so much better than it was before. This is so much better than it was like a couple weeks ago. Like what I did today or even this past week, better off than the previous week. But the sum of the most recent weeks are awesome. Like sometimes I just like energetically want to like have like an exclusive like crowd to like just come and like see what changes were made comparative to the previous, and they will understand. But I don't need to prove anything. I just know for myself, and the kids know too, that like they're not just significant changes and improvements. Like these things are felt. It's the difference between like a stamp and like what do you call it, an ink stamp and a wax stamp. Like it's even greater than that, but like the vibes between the two are quite different within its formality, within its impression. It's like it's making things like so official. Yeah, that like it even like stems from back in the day. It's not like a shortcut to officiating. Yeah, it's a formality. Okay, so we have Seven of Swords that came through, and it like slid over the King of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So it fell in its accentuated form. What are we saying? Making a seal out of it? I'm getting a lot of chills for sure. I forgot what we were talking about just a second ago, but they're telling me it's like making a steel for it. There's an essence about like something about like kind of how do I say it? Losing a bit of power, having to like block ourselves. Like a part of us, like this is where compartmentalizing comes in, and we can learn from the inner child of the only child, which is like a part of us, pieces of us, blocks out the world so that we have a takeaway where we feel like we have somewhat of a higher hand, that we can be proud of ourselves, given the situation, that our hands might be cut off at a certain point, like we're forced to surrender, but like we never give up. Oh, never give up, never surrender. Yeah. I kind of blanked out a little bit today, and I couldn't even remember that bit. Anyway. Okay. That's what it's saying. Never give up and never surrender. Laid over the King of Cups in reverse, or like Spirit in the most loving form, watching out for us, and surrendering, like the extras, Ten of Wands, what's beyond our control. This laid over it, for sure. That's what it's saying. Gosh, I have chills on my arms. It's crazy. I gotta set my alarm to doing more things today and preparing. So like I have to take like a little nap. Oh, here we go. It is the Ace of Wands right here. So Spirit's like ready to play ball. To balance this out, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and it's like setting the table. Holy smokes, this is like the knife, and then we have like our little salad plate off to the side or whatever. I don't know exactly how things are set up, honestly. But this is what it looks like. And like Spirit's like getting us ready to like be an absolute 10, because that's like kind of spread out. You know how like when you do like editing fonts, you can have it like squeezed in together. You don't have to just like change the font, but like within close proximity, the height, etc. So this is like spanning out the 10. Like it's not just like a 1 0. It's like it's stretched. You know, it's like like Super Bowl Sunday when you're doing a logo or whatever, certain parts of that font are stretched out like a banner. So that's what Spirit is doing. They're setting up a banner. And this is divinely orchestrated, like to have like Spirit, 10, 7, which is a highly spiritual number, and then marked off by 10, magnified as both aces. Like Spirit's ready to play ball. Like, it's like Big Brother, on the bottom of the deck. So, when I say Big Brother, like, playing catch with your big brother, or shooting hoops with your big brother. Like, it's almost like, the closest bet to, it's like learning, learning, like showing the ropes to, teaching. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's very good. So this is excellent because, Spirit says like, no, like Spirit could have just laid out like what the Ace of Swords, but this is more like this is embodied. This is the High Priestess, which embodies the sword, energy, thought form, the intangibles, as well as the cup energy, like because very like adept within moon magic. This is the pull, which is like, oh yeah. The Ace of Cups. So it's like this is completion within all the aces. It's hidden because it's like we're the turnkey. When you look at the breadth as well as the depth, the way things are laid out, this is definitely like a miniature version of the Celtic cross when it comes to the tarot spread. I'm told to be putting it over the 7 of Swords to make it so. And so it is. And then the top of the deck is 7 of Pentacles. Oh, this is harvesting time. Can you believe that? 10, 7, 10, 7. 10, 7 is a, what do you call it? I'm being told an acronym. I don't know why, but like it's an angel number, an abbreviation for what's to unfold. I don't even know what I'm told to call it 10-7 instead of 107. I don't know what to say about that. That's interesting. I mean, like if you're going to boil it down in numerology, it's number 8, which again is strength card, or justice. in which ways however way you look at it. But this is like a repetition within it's a different like tangibility is what I'm saying. Like it's what do you call it? I don't know. That's what I'm getting here. It's harvesting time. No longer waiting, because it's like it's all within us. It's just like it's spirits like telling. My guides are telling us it's like we're waiting. They're telling me specifically this. I don't need to tell you actually. I don't need to tell you. Forget it. Forget it. Oh, we already got that. Oh, King of Wands in reverse. What, Two of Cups in reverse? King of Wands. Yeah, there's like people who like this. Okay. What I'm getting is, there's some player energy here, like major player energy here. That like have the desire for, resolving disharmony. However, because I'm very closely associated with the underground and the underworld as a bridge, they kind of appreciate that. They're I don't know. That's what I don't know. I mean, if you're in the same shoes, you have to be very, very, very careful. That's why, we're high priestesses. Judgment in reverse, yeah, because we'll help lay down the law. Karma is coming, okay? All we have to do is just, like, imagine pushing the button, basically, and it just happens. I'm getting, like, the Roadrunner, like, Wile E. Coyote. It just, like... It's like instantaneous in several instances. It's almost funny how quickly we can manifest these things. Interesting. Okay, I'm told to open up one more time. The Hierophant in reverse. So this is like the Yang energy to the High Priestess Yin energy. This isn't reversal. So it's securing the underground, like creating formality, form and structure, rules and guidelines setting. If there are bridges to uphold is what I'm saying. Yeah, it was what they're saying. It's very untraditional within this link. But it's here because we can hold it down with balance when it comes to representation. That's interesting. Okay, so I'll leave that open to that. The Ace of Wands energy, and then Two of Cups in reverse. What am I going to say about that? I'm getting like Lady in the Tramp almost. Because Ace of Pentacles is that one Oreo, but it's like shared between both. And it's like both pinky swear to share that. that cookie. Oh my gosh, what? That's... People, you see that? They pinky swear to share that cookie. I don't know, Spirit, you stop me. Okay, I'm gonna break it one more time. Temperance. Okay, so we have a third cup here. This is basically what do you call it? Like hot pot, where you have several side dishes and, different elements that you can put in the main thing for alchemy. And these are, certain elements to the cookie. And Spirit's saying that's like part of like the collective hot pot. Okay. I don't know if maybe that means something more to somebody. But this is celebration within its, like, very hidden aspect. It's like you're upsizing. What do you call it? Like you supersize something. Like, do they do that at McDonald's or something like that? They supersize their meal or something? Supersize their drink. That's what, like, the drink. Yeah. Okay, I'll go ahead and pull. Oh, I'm hearing. Oh, look. It's the 10 of Cups in reversal. I was told to cut on that. That's a lot of cups. Jeez. We're gonna have some company here. But like these are highly abundant, and seeing that like the cups even exist, that they made themselves shown, even if they're empty, they're receptacles that like have us prepared, and you know it's one hurdle to like even access resources that can hold that much love, that much abundance, that much happiness. I mean, Two of Cups is a very intimate level of happiness. And then Ten of Cups is still very intimate, but it's a collective version of it. Like absolute. It's that, or bro, you get a TV, you know, it's that kind of thing. All right. This is going on longer than I expected, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, what? Okay, this one is W, and what fell in the Ten of Wands is an S. Okay, we only have a few letters here. So we have EAMDHITUI. Shade. Shut. Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe my, I don't know. Shame. You know, I think we're put into the position when people are like up in their egos and their refusal to like, you know, take accountability for their part in it in a way that's like they refuse to, how do I say it? If others will back them, then why do they need to like back down? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like, when somebody amps up your ego, like, it's like, why do I need to say I'm sorry? I don't ever need to say I'm sorry or whatever. So, people think that maybe we're throwing shade or, maybe like shutting them out, or they're willing to shut us out, or shut us out. But like seeing that, like, I was like, okay, you know, I don't know what else to, you know, come up with on that. But being that shame came out, Spirit's saying like, shame on them, you know, like that's shameful that they would try to position that energy towards us, you know, that's bully energy, you know, like, that's unhealed energy. I don't know what else to say about that. Like, I try my hardest to be like so understanding and like just anyway. So we got shame right there. I also have Haiti. Haiti. Yeah. Midi. It's kind of like a midpoint dress. Like mid-calf or something like that. Form-fitting, from what I remember. Somebody's name, Tim. I also have Tame. Maybe we need to look at Tame instead. Let's focus on that. I mean, like, the best negotiators are able to reach, like, a middle ground. It's not, like, running around with your tails tucked between your legs, but it's knowing, like, there's certain approaches that you have, and you learn this in auditing as well. There's a certain approach that you have in order to help, like, calm someone down, in order to, like, come to, like a common goal, and a non-offensive rationale, to really look at the hard facts, without without thinking that the other person is getting personal on it. So I think taming our beast, or, just, the extra is important here, especially laid over the high priestess. Tamed. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put that as something that's already done. We're not putting it on the checklist. We're crossing it off the checklist as done, accomplished. I have wash, but I also have washi tape, yeah. Oh, I see someone's name, Tisha. Amish. That's somebody's name. And Ahmed. Oh, yeah, with an H. Or, yeah. Gosh, that's interesting. So I also have Dame. Is it like a beauty? Is that what they call it? Also dish. Tamed dish. So this is talking about not going over the top. I feel like it, because sometimes if you add too many ingredients or whatever, something gets drowned out, something gets tweaked. There's, yeah. Oh, I have wish as well. Which one are we going to focus on? Ooh, I see DUI here. Interesting. So what I'm seeing here is to make wish and make use of the other letters is, let me show you. So we have wish, tamed, and then a THU for Thursday. So tomorrow's Thursday. And then I can go to am I? Is that Michigan? I feel like it. I think it belongs to ID. It's identifying, once you assess, you're also in effect identifying. It's like doing a SWOT analysis on your I don't know. I was going to say access points, but you're also assessing the points that you're not accessing, the opportunities for improvement. The O part of SWOT analysis. So we have ID, tamed, wish, and Thursday. So we're looking forward to tomorrow. And I think this applies to every approach when it comes to recalibration, when it comes to temperance, most especially looking at negotiations between both worlds, one that is proposed as unforgiving, and one that kind of just commands it, that respect. That's what it's looking at. That is, it's a new culture that is waiting for. So King of Pentacles in reversal are called to turn right up because it kind of showed itself in here. But it's like the collective experience and the intimate experience that it needs the ultimate support on the face value of the collective, which is setting the tone. Is and not through certain slogans tied to other like firms like what is it? Was it Random Acts of Kindness? We're looking at the actual like meat of it, you know, not its common associations. We're looking at what is it? The collective, like a new culture in which the collective should be in support of this on a locality, that it calls for that, it warrants that in order to be established, because we can integrate it as much as we want, but to establish that as a known practice, like not just best practices, but commonly held practices and adhered to, it's a done deal. Okay, so let me go ahead and share it with you. Let me show you what's going on. So we've got right there, you know. So I think that's it for now. Excuse me. Yeah, it's 11:33 on the clock, and now that this reading is officially over, I close all portals, but also send all of those energies back, all of the energies back to their appropriate home, just their own, no, not anybody else's, just their own, with their appropriate karma too. Closing out all portals in light and love and respect. Thanks so very much. I'll see you again later.